You've got the big idea, the passion, and the plan, but turning that vision into a reality almost always requires capital. The good news in 2026, there are more startup funding options than ever before. From bootstrapping with your own savings to landing angel investors or using smart alternative financing, the path you choose can make or break your early momentum. Now, I'm not a CPA, so always be sure to check with one for any tax or financial advice. But today, we're breaking down the best startup funding options available right now, the pros and cons of each, real world scenarios, and a simple framework to help you pick the right one for your business. So let's help you get funded without giving up too much control or taking on too much bad debt. So, why startup funding is so challenging and why it matters. So, unlike established businesses, startups often have little to no revenue history. So, it makes getting a traditional bank loan very tough to get. But funding is critical for product development, inventory, marketing, hiring, and operations. In 2026, roughly 43% of small businesses that apply for financing get fully approved. But true early stage startups face much steeper odds. The key is matching the right funding type to your stage, industry, and goals. Most successful founders use multiple sources over time, not just one big check. So, debt versus equity funding, the big divide. Before we dive into specific options, understand the two main categories. You borrow money and repay it with interest. You keep 100% of ownership and control. You sell a portion of your company for capital, no repayment, but you give up ownership and often some decision power. Debt is usually better if you want to stay in control. Equity makes sense for high growth businesses that need big capital very fast. Top startup funding options compared. So here are the major options available in 2026. One, using your own savings, credit cards, or early revenue. Pros, you have full control, no debt or dilution. Cons, limits growth speed, best for service businesses and side hustles. Two, fast and flexible, but constrain relationships. Always put terms in writing. Three, term loans for specific needs. Microloans under 50,000 are startup friendly. Online lenders often approve newer businesses. Four, government backed with great rates and terms. You can get a 7A and microloan programs are especially useful. Longer approval time, but worth it for qualifying startups. Five, use the equipment itself as collateral. Easier approval for asset heavy startups like restaurants and manufacturing. Six, repay as a percentage of future revenue. Great flexibility for variable sales. Seven, platforms with like Kickstarter or equity crowdfunding validates your idea while raising money. High net worth individuals who invest 25 to 500,000 plus and often mentor you. Big money for scalable, high growth startups like tech, biotech. Expect to give up significant equity. So, how to choose the right funding for your startup? Use this decision framework. Small amounts like bootstrapping microloans, large angels, VC, revenue based, or online lenders. Months SBA equity. So, lifestyle of your business. Strong credit opens more doors, like a coffee shop owner, equipment financing, and microloan, like a SaaS startup. So, your chances of getting funding in 2026. If you build a solid business plan with financial projections, if you clean up the personal and business credit, start building that business credit early. Prepare a detailed use of funds breakdown. Consider hybrid approaches like debt and equity. Work with lenders who understand startups. Funding your startup doesn't have to be overwhelming. The right option exists. You just need to match it with your unique situation. So drop in the comments, what stage is your startup at? Which funding option are you considering? If you do need help with your bookkeeping and getting started, I am a certified QuickBooks ProAdvisor and I can help get your bookkeeping in order before it becomes a nightmare. So thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.